Hey there, card folks. Speedrobo here with a little bit of an impromptu video. VCard just posted their roadmap, and I think it's important to talk about. There's some good points, but most of it's just pretty dang concerning, man, and wanted to go over it with you guys today. Before we get into the roadmap, though, I did want to start off with some serious positivity and some thank yous. Other content creators out in the TCG space have been talking about VCard and bringing up its major problems, and this is one of those times where I want to really solidify that joining our forces together when we scream at a major company is how change gets made for the better. You know, the more of us screaming in unison, the odds are we'll be heard by the giant. So I just want to say thank you to Regulus. I hope that's how you pronounce your name correctly. This was a really solid video going over why he thinks that, or they think that this game is dead on arrival. Really solid video. Please give it a watch. Huge thank you to Nova Alkami. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Played the game on Tabletop Sim in a live stream and really showed how the rule set just doesn't really function that much at all. Really good stream. I was there for it. And a very big thank you to Jolt Dragon. These are some of the more positive videos on the V-Card side, actually going over the rules and the gameplay. Like, this how to play video is professional enough that I would have expected something like this to be made by gamer subs themselves, but of course they didn't. And Jolt here also made a video talking about the problems with the rules, going very in-depth with the issues that you'd have ruling this game in tournaments, and it was a great video. I left a comment on that, really appreciated all of that, so I wanted to get started with that before we dive into talking about the roadmap, which we're going to do, right now. VCard, future roadmap. Our ultimate goal for the future of VCard is to elevate the gameplay experience by expanding card types and enriching every facet of the game, ensuring deeper strategy, greater variety, and an immersive journey for every type of player. I'll just let that sentence slide. We'll let that slide. So, here's the actual timeline. Base set launch with, quote, casual gameplay, followed very shortly by major gameplay update with changes to reflect in unlimited set. I think that's supposed to say changes will be reflected in unlimited set. Then you've got set 2, 3, and 4 that say these exciting sets will introduce brand new elements, fresh and dynamic card types, new gameplay mechanics, and a growing roster of VTubers and creators. Finally, after set 4, we're going to be building towards our competitive game with tournament and event support. Above all, we are committed to ensuring the game's longevity and delivering the absolute best experience possible. We will continue to listen, adapt, and evolve, always valuing our community's voices and never overlooking your concerns. Your passion drives us, and together we'll shape an even greater future. Additional promo drops may occur in between sets. So, leaving aside the fluff where they don't say sorry and they're clearly squirming about being caught for releasing slop, let's talk about why I think this roadmap is a terrible idea and just frankly isn't going to work at all. So, to get started, they say that the base set launched with, quote, casual gameplay. If you honestly think that stealing your opponent's cards is casual gameplay, you shouldn't be making trading card games. Hey, Shy Lily, you shouldn't be making trading card games. Then, shortly after, and we're talking 12 to 16 weeks after launch, because that's when the pre-orders are coming out, you will get your pre-order for Unlimited in 12 to 16 weeks. So they only have 3 to 4 months to get this fixed. Major gameplay update. So, this isn't going to work. They don't have the time to do this. I know firsthand because I've made this exact mistake before in my career. I've screwed up in an identical way to this. I thought that I could release like a beta product and then get fixes and adjustments done for the full release. You just don't have the time to do it. Especially when your core rule set is VCard. Nothing works, and frankly, it is an entire scrap and redo. Like, you need to basically redo the entire rule set from scratch if you're going to have a good card game here. That's just the facts. So, not only does this make everything from first edition completely null and void from a gameplay standpoint, which, given most of my detractors from the first video, is fine, I guess. But the rules changes for Unlimited are going to be just as rushed and slapped together due to the timeline as it is for first edition. Especially if they aren't hiring any new team or staff or bringing on a professional company to assist with this. It's not gonna really be an improvement, to be blunt. I don't see this panning out. Then in set 2, 3, and 4, they're going to introduce new elements. The new card types and gameplay mechanics is totally fine. That's actually fairly normal for a TCG. But the new elements isn't going to work. I genuinely don't know how that's going to pan out, because if you look at their current elements, it forms a complete circle. There's no, like, how, when something, because of how their strength and weakness works, on their cards, strength and weakness down here is just reminder text. It never changes. It's only influenced by the element up there, right? So it's already closed. It's already a closed circle. I don't know how you're going to cram something else in there without having to change other elements. Oh, this wiggles, apparently. Without having to change other elements' strengths and weaknesses. Like, I hope I'm making sense here, but I genuinely don't see how that's going to work. Other than not working at all? I don't know. Then, the biggest issue that they have here is they're only going to start building organized play support after set 4. No, your game's going to be dead by that point. And putting it, even if, let's just imagine a reality in which VCard's print quality was incredible, writing was immaculate, and it had the greatest rule set of any TCG ever. Like, it was handcrafted by the gods themselves. The Aztec god of board games, the Prince of Five Flowers himself, descended from the heavens and made this game, right? Let's imagine that universe. Even then, only starting organized play after set 4 is a death sentence for your game. Ask Bushiroad's Dragoborn how it panned out for them. Oh, you can't, because the game died after, let me check. 5 booster sets? Alright. Most TCGs, and when I say most, I'm talking 90% of TCGs die either after set 2 or after 2 years on the market. You're not special, VCard. This isn't going to work. You need organized play at launch, not as an afterthought post set 4. And the last thing I want to bring up is these sorts of roadmaps aren't normal for a trading card game. Normally what happens is you just announce when your next set's coming out. This shit is the territory of NFT scams and half-baked live service video games. What are you doing? I'll give them credit. This is something. They've definitely heard us. And they're sweating, and they're shaking, and they know they need to do something. But this is not it. Before posting this roadmap, I think VCard had two viable paths in front of it. Option number one, and this is the path I would have taken. Just ending the scam. Like, look, gamer subs. It's obvious to anyone with a brain, it's obvious to anyone who isn't a VTuber sycophant, that this was the laziest, sloppiest cash grab TCG in human history. There's just no denying it. Own up to it. Cancel Unlimited. Do refunds for those pre-orders. You made over $2 million just on First Ed. Just walk away. If VCard just shut the hell up, refunded the pre-orders, and let First Edition sit, everybody who bought First Edition would still be happy. Because you're either an eBay reseller who already flipped your box for $500, you won, congrats, or you're somebody who just wanted a card with your VTuber that you liked on it, regardless of product quality. You got it. Done. Easy. And then if you're a collector, right? Oh, the product's been canceled. That means my stuff's even rarer. And then you're happy too, right? If VCard just shut up, everybody, including me, would have been happy. So that was option one. Option two for VCard is apologizing, canceling the product as is and doing refunds for Unlimited, and saying, look, we know we screwed up majorly. We didn't think about it. We weren't ready to jump into this industry. We now understand and know that it is a lot more than we thought. It's a lot more than launching a new drink flavor, and we did not respect that, and we apologize for that. We'll be back when we've got our act together. And hire a fucking professional team. Like, that was your other option. Trying to majorly course correct the worst TCG in history while in motion, which is what this roadmap is a terrible battle plan. Do not do this. Like, at the end of all of my videos, I leave you off with a genuine recommendation. And this is today's. If you're working on a card game and you want to make sure you don't end up like VCard, head over to speedrobogames.com. Send us an email. We consult on all sorts of tabletop gaming projects, big and small. Set up a time to chat with myself or one of our professional game design consultants. And we'll make sure to get you on the right track. Alright, editing Speedrobo, popping in one more time. And this is a little bit of a extension of goodwill to the VCard team. I fully see, accept, and acknowledge that with the quick adjustment to the rules and the posting of this roadmap, there is a slim chance that I'm wrong, and this was not a EA-style pride and accomplishment product, that maybe, just maybe, this wasn't a lazy slop-together cash grab, and that Shy Lily and her team just genuinely had absolutely no goddamn clue how to make a trading card game, and they're just trying their best. It's possible. And if that possibility is a reality, I sincerely hope that they hear this message and it gets to them just like it would seem my other videos have gotten to their ears. Gamer sups, if you want to do this right, reach out to my company. We can help. I've been Speedrobo. Thank you very much for watching. I've got an episode of Exploring Card Game Design on foil cards. VCard does make an appearance in that episode as a negative example. I think that one will be very fun and educational, frankly. And then, yes, the V Royale reaction is still coming, I promise. I didn't expect this video to have to happen. This roadmap just kind of showed up on Twitter in the past 24 hours, and I was like, oh, well, gotta talk about this, I guess. At any rate, hope you're all doing well, and I'll talk to you soon.